Hi YouTube, I'm doing a video today on the MOLLE Sticks by Vanquest. Now just to make it clear from the beginning, Vanquest got in touch with me and asked me to have a look at their MOLLE Sticks and see how they compared to the other options that are available for MOLLE attachments. I've done a previous video, I'll put the link in the description, comparing the Expedition tac-ties, the Blackhawk speed clips, and some of the others. So this is what they sent me. They sent me two of these. They came in a little plastic pouch with a cover letter, just saying thank you for buying them, blah blah blah. Although they sent me these for free, and a little leaflet on one of their bags that they're doing. Got a little sticker. There's a little sort of instruction guide here. Obviously you weave it through the same as any other MOLLE stick. The difference being that these have got the clip which locks them down. As easy as 1, 2, 3. So I'll show you through it. They also sent me that one. Obviously trying to promote their stuff at the minute. So they sent me a business card, hopefully hand to someone. But in the UK, I don't think you can buy Vanquest stuff from a UK vendor, not at the minute. I did recommend to Vanquest that they get in touch with someone like Henny Hayes and see if they can get them distributed that way. But anyway, so I'm going to mainly compare it with the speed clip from Blackhawk. The reason for this is my favourite MOLLE attachment at present, and it's also the most similar, I think, to the Vanquest MOLLE sticks. Now, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera. There's a ridge down the back here. I'm not sure if that's reinforced, but these are a lot stiffer than the Blackhawk. The Blackhawk says it's a carbon fibre composite or something along those lines. Just kind of seems like plastic to me. The Vanquest one, yeah, it just seems like a firmer plastic. It's a bit more rigid. I don't know if it'll be more brittle. It'd be interesting to test one to destruction, but I'm not really willing to do that at the minute. They say that it's made from high tensile acetal polymers, or Duraflex MOLLE stick. It's made by National Molding, which is apparently a US military supplier, and they feel quite robust, quite solid. The click's really positive, and it just retains on the little tooth there, pushes up. You can make it out in there. This cord comes with it. I think on their video they show some paracord, and they actually attach the two together so they can be operated just by a yank on one. It operates both of them. And you see the hinge area in there. It's quite a large piece. It shouldn't be an issue there. The only thing might be how this wears on this tooth here. Given time, I don't know if it'll loosen up. But they're nice and stiff, which is probably what you want. So on here I've just got a Expedition pouch and one of their little organisers, and presently I've got a Blackhawk speed clip in there. So I've got it through on the green pouch, just the top and bottom, and then it goes through all three MOLLE straps on this pouch. Now obviously ideally you'd weave it through the middle one as well, but this pouch doesn't have a middle, doesn't have another strap there to allow me to do that. But saying that, it's only on one, and it is absolutely on there. I mean, that is not coming off, short of snapping the Blackhawk clip. The reason that I've put this Blackhawk clip on here first is because I think it's going to be a lot tougher to get through. I think the Vanquest might be a little bit easier, but saying that, there's no way. In fact, I'll put that clip back in, so it's clipped at both ends. So to show you on this little one, the webbing's clipped in there and there at the same time, and it's relatively tight between the two, so any movement moves the straps and it doesn't move over the straps, which means that it's retained in there super strong. Now if I pull that, I'll put real pressure on there and that's not going to go anywhere. You have to pull it up, probably push it in the bottom as well, get it to sit proud, and pull that out and slide it down, and then you can pull it out. So let's see how the Vanquest does. Like I said, it took a little while to get the Blackhawk one in, and immediately I can see that the Vanquest slides in a lot easier. It's got right, so it's in, firmly in. I'm not doing that overly well on camera, but it's in there exactly the same as the other one. There's no retention on the bottom. What you do is you just clip it down on the top up there. Now it did go in easier. As you can see, the Blackhawk, they've sort of flared the end up, giving it a little kick up. It helps slightly. I think it might be too much. I think it needs to be less pronounced. And certainly on the longer clip, which I was using now to put that, let's use the long one. On this one, there's quite a bit of flex in it, so it's doesn't always go where you want. You can't quite force it as much. This thing, I mean, it barely flexes at all when you do that. It does flex if you put your thumb in the middle and do it, but it's much more rigid. Just seems a little sharper there, and there's no upsweep on it. You can see the difference between them there. You can just see they've scalloped away. This reinforcing ridge tapers down, which is why it was, in my opinion, a little bit easier to go in. Now that's attached in the same way. It's through the top strap there, those three straps on the black case, and the bottom green one again, and then you can just see it sitting proud in there. Now I haven't used these at all out in the field, whereas I've used the Blackhawk repeatedly, and I've never ever had anything come off with those Blackhawks. But I'm pretty confident with those as well. That is on there. That's not going to get snagged on anything and pulled off. Again, to pull that off, just straight off, I think you'd need to snap the clip, and even then I think you'd be getting at the edge of the strength of these stitching lines on the MOLLE anyway. You really can put some pressure on there and it's enough. That's not going anywhere. That's one strap as well. Obviously if I was properly attaching it, it would be through both. It would be more securely on there in the first place, and there'd be a lot more strength to it. So what you're supposed to do is unclip this clip, and it'll pull straight out. But what I'm going to try and do is see if it. Obviously, there's no way it's pulling out that way, which is why they're probably best to go down from the top. But I'm going to pull up on this cord. It's not actually enough to grip to pull it there, and just see if it will come up without lifting the clip. And I'll just do it under its own weight at the minute. I mean, this thing's got some stuff in it, so there is some weight to it. It's not going anywhere like that. As you can see, it's still cinched in on that strap, and it's not moving. So I put pressure on. Okay, so I can pull it out. It takes a noticeable amount of pressure. I'm pretty happy with that. I'd be confident with both of them. If you went down to ultimate strength, I think the Blackhawk pulling out would last a little bit longer, but you're not ever going to have that pressure on there, not unless it's snagged in some very strange way. Now, the beauty of it is it's actually unclipped. When it's in there, I don't know if you saw how long it took me to get the Blackhawk one out. So it's back in there. Lovely, exactly how it was. And what I'll do is pull it out like it's supposed to be pulled out now. So this tab here, pull it forward and it will release the clip, and then the thing will come out. On the Blackhawk, if you saw it, I had to reach in there, get a finger in there, pull the molly away, and slide this out. And even then I have had it catch again on molly sort of halfway down, and then you have to wiggle it and get it out again. Now it's not too bad in a warm house with no gloves on, nice dry equipment and all that, but it can be a bit fiddly in the field, and I get annoyed with stuff. Sometimes I would take it off, but I just can't be bothered because it's a bit of hassle. So let's see how this is at removing. Yeah. Pull, pull, and that's magic. So it's a bit early to endorse them on durability, overall strength, and all that. But I'm gonna run them for a while, and in my opinion, I think they're gonna be the new go-to molly retention stick. So hopefully I'll be able to update you in a few months and let you know how I got on. But at the minute, I think these are definitely worth a look, and I'll be keeping an eye on Vanquest. You know how much I love my Maxpedition stuff, and in this case they do the tac-ties, which are a bit of a... They're okay, I do use them a little bit, but mainly the Blackhawk clips are far superior. But I love the Maxpedition bags, and Vanquest are also bringing out very similar tactical sort of items. One thing I am interested in is they're going to do hopefully a more urban design, so sort of grey and black, like mixed colourway hopefully, so that they blend in a bit more in the city. If you wanted a sort of urban bug out bag, then I'm not sure that olive green with loads of moly all over it is the best look. And certainly not if you're trying to not be noticed. So I'll keep you updated if I get any of that kit or see any more. If you're in the UK, keep an eye out, but unfortunately you can't even buy it at the minute. This is the sticker with the tag with the web address on, .com address, based in the US somewhere. As for price, I think they are $9.99 for a pack of 4 presently. I'm not sure what sizes they do. As you can see, that one was the 5-way moly. And the benefit is, actually, that's another benefit before I wrap this up, is that the Blackhawk has to go 3 to 5. If you haven't got a strap at either end, then it doesn't work. This thing, you could put it 3-2 and clip it down, and it's still going to grip. So if it was 4 or 3 or 2, that would still work. You just have the bit hanging out the back. I just thought that then. But that's another plus. So yep, the Vanquest MOLLE Stick. Check them out. Recommended, subject to a bit of field testing. Thanks for watching. Bye.